Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Rider Club Radio. I'm Jeff.
And as usual, I'm Liam.
As fucking always.
What were you expecting?
I always hope there's going to be a different voice every time, and it never happens.
So one day you're going to fire it up and be like, hey, it's Melvin this week. Liam's he's on vacation.
It's me, Joe!
Remember
Welcome
your
to the
favorite
podcast.
co-host, the Yuck.
Alright, enough of this fucking tomfoolery. We're a serious podcast around here.
No fun.
This week we watched Kamen Rider Exide episode
17? Believe? Yeah, it's 17, yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
Kamen Rider Exide episode 17 and Animal Sentai Zyuohger episode final.
Episode The Last.
And we also watched Kamen Rider Faiz episode 7, 8, and 9.
Yes, 7, 8, 9. You got them
So
all.
Liam,
Yes?
tell me what happened on Exide this week.
Okay, so on Exide this week, I'm still not quite sure, actually, but on Exide this week, Emu has a day off.
I'm still not quite sure what happened, but I would really love some Wendy's right now.
Yeah, something I've been craving Five Guys ever since today. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know.
Emu has a day off, which he spends playing video games alone at a restaurant, like a cafe.
As we do.
As we all do. He's sitting at his restaurant playing his 3DS, and he's accosted by a burger bugster called Bergmon, and he chases...
Burgermon.
Well, the subs say Bergmon.
But they're saying Burgermon.
Look, all I'm saying is that the subs are what I'm going for, okay?
But the subs also say Genom, and we started saying Genmu.
Well, alright, fine, he's Bergermon, alright?
Oh, it says Bergmon in the subs.
It says Bergmon. I said that, you piece of shit. You literal garbage human. Yeah, okay, shut up. So he's Bergermon. He's Bergermon. He encounters...
Bergmon.
Oh, Jeff. Oh, I'm gonna rip your shit. Okay. There's a burger bugster who I will not name. He encounters a bugster that is modeled after a double cheeseburger. And he chases him down into a basement. He's like, I'm gonna get you, bugster. But the bugster's host appears. And he says, no, this bugster's my friend. He's friendly. And he eats burgers. Don't worry. And there's a big fight. They start a big fight. The bugster starts a big fight. And
The bugster doesn't start a big fight. Snipe shows up.
He
and
incites...
He incites it by existing?
Yeah,
I guess we're learning a lot about Liam today.
Snipe shows up, Paradox shows up, there's a big fight in an abandoned underground parking garage. They all beat each other up, and Emu realizes partway through that Bergmon is a good guy. So he dives between Bergmon and Snipe. Paradox is like, what the fuck is going on? There's a big mess, everything explodes, and everyone escapes, as every fight in Exide ends. There's a big explosion, and everyone runs away. And they go back to the pit, and the fucking host explains that, hey, I'm a developer with Genmu Corporation, and I made this gashat that you used 10 minutes ago called it's Juju Burger, and it's like I made this game called Juju Burger after Dan left, and I was like, yeah, I gotta the stocks are plummeting because our CEO is a career criminal, so I have to make a game to get us back on our feet. So he makes this retro burger game, but the bugster comes out. It gets in it and infects him through his computer screen. So his character becomes real, but it's like his character, so he treats it like a son. So they're best friends.
He made the character and he loves him, and it's just adorable.
They hug and kiss, and they
don't kiss. He's a burger. He doesn't have a mouth.
I'm sure he does. He has a big smiley mouth.
He does. He has a big mouth, and when he opens up his whole burger to eat later, the whole burger opens.
Yeah. Where's your consistency, huh? Toei. This is what I hate about modern Kamen Rider. There's just no consistency in the design.
There's no consistency in the fucking burger monsters.
Just get your fucking canon right. What am I going to write on the wiki tonight about this?
Yeah, how do you not understand how a burger's mouth works?
It's like you have never fucking seen... what's a thing where there's a living burger?
Kamen Rider Exide?
Yeah, fuck it. Okay, so there's a burger and he's best friends with his host. And, so he says, you can't kill Burgermon, but Burgermon overhears the whole thing and he says, well, if I keep living, then my best friend is going to die. What am I going to do? So he goes out in public and he just starts terrorizing random people and he's like, I'll kill you. And then the riders show up and Emu's like, why are you doing this? And Burgermon's like, shut up, fight me, kill me, fucking kill me, and Snipe shoots him a bunch of times. And Emu realizes, wait a minute, I'll just beat Juju Burger. He uses Juju Burger and he serves up a delicious hamburger, and it finishes the game, which cures the illness without defeating the Bugster somehow?
You know, suddenly I feel really bad for all the previous Bugsters.
They didn't have to die.
No, all Emu had to do was clear their game, and they could have lived.
Yeah, Salt Wizard didn't have to die. I think it's because clearing the game means killing them, the other ones.
Yeah, maybe.
Was this one clearing the game means making a tasty burger?
Why do you have to kill someone in a bike game?
Why do you have to ever speak? Jeff?
It's like if you're in a racing motorcycle game. Have you ever murdered?
No, this isn't
Road Rash.
This isn't just any racing motorcycle game, Jeff. This is Boxo Bike, an off-road, no-limits game where everything is allowed.
It's a Road Rash.
Yeah, it's Road Rash, basically. It's F-Zero on bikes. You're allowed to kill everyone if you want.
They made F-Zero on bikes. It's called fucking Road Rash.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Extreme G.
Well,
fucking love Extreme G.
That is a fun-ass game. But nevertheless...
The hell was that? Okay, so he saves the patient without killing the Bugster, and everybody seems happy, but then the bad guys show up. Genmu and Parrot show up, and they incite a big fight at the abandoned warehouse on the edge of town, as usual. And Dan not only takes back Juju Burger, but he also kills Burgermon. Because
for literally no reason.
He takes back Juju Burger because it's a made without his permission. It's a Geshat made without his permission.
It's a bootleg.
Yeah, it's a bootleg, just like Double X Mighty Brothers. And he kills Juju Burger, or he kills Burgermon because fuck that guy. And that's the end of the episode. Everyone's sad, but you know what?
Even Parrod's like, dude, why did you do that?
Brutal, man.
That was fucked.
Even Spencer's Gifts is a little shocked.
Yeah, she's like, how despicable.
How despicable.
I literally have no personality besides being an asshole, and I thought that was asshole-ish.
Yeah, that's low. So, Jeff, what did you think of Kamen Rider Exide episode of Burger?
It was alright.
Yeah, I liked it more than I thought I was going to. When I found out why it existed, I was a little upset.
Why?
Yeah, okay, so this episode's weird, right? You noticed, obviously, it's a huge break in convention. Like, the plot grinds to a halt for this burger thing.
Yeah.
The reason why, at least one of the reasons why, is because Kamen Rider Exide is getting Happy Meal toys starting this week. So I think they wanted to make...
You have to be
I am
shitting.
not kidding you. So they wanted to make a burger episode about burgers. So kids would go to McDonald's and get the Happy Meals toys and would get them in the mood for a tasty, delicious burger that you will not find at McDonald's, by the way. Just throwing that out there. But, so
Man, fuck you, Toei.
That's exactly what I thought. When I found that, I was like, this is...
I'm so dejected right now.
This is the worst. But I watched the episode, and I was like, well, I mean, considering the fucking material they had to work with, considering the hurdles of, like, you have to make an episode of this superhero show that's all about burgers for no good reason... considering all things, it turned out okay.
You know what? I like it less now that I found that out. Like, I thought it was alright. I liked Burgermon and his creator's relationship. I thought it was really cute. And it was a nice... I wouldn't even call it a nice, like, break in pace, because last episode wasn't, like, all dramatic either.
Yeah, not really.
But fuck you, Toei. Go fuck yourself, McDonald's.
It seemed, when I watched the episode preview last week, it seemed so innocent. Like, just like you said, just a little easy breathing episode where it's just silly and about burgers for no good reason. But then I read that shit, Happy Meal toys starting this week. And I was like,
I can't even look at burgers anymore. Like, Burgermon's fucking dead.
That creator of Juju Burger is never going to be able to eat another burger in his life.
No, like, fucking R.I.P. Burgermon.
Do you think Juju Burger made it to shelves?
No, it was a bootleg.
It went gold, though. He finished it.
What?
Like, he finished the game.
Oh, yeah, you like when you said it went gold, it was like a record?
No.
It's fucking Juju Burger went platinum.
I mean it went gold as in it was finished.
Oh. No. It was a bootleg.
Okay, well, alright. I guess Dan, he's the game master, so he decides what hits the shelves.
He would know. Even though he's living in an abandoned bowling alley or whatever.
Abandoned arcade, thank you.
Whatever. They probably have bowling there.
Abandoned pinball machine factory, wherever it is. It's just a dark room. You ever notice?
Neither here nor there.
What?
A barcade opened up in the town I live in.
Ooh, you know?
It's the fucking tits, dude. I love it.
You're lucky. I have bars with arcade machines, but it's always like Cabela's Big Game Hunter and a pinball machine. I have.
They have tons of classics, like Marvel vs. Capcom 2,
Oh,
Donkey Kong.
You son of a bitch.
Galaga, with there's fucking Tekken machines.
Tekken, which Tekken though?
Tekken 2.
Tekken. Oh, okay, that's not bad. That's good.
And there's like Time Crisis.
Of course, you gotta have Time Crisis.
There was not an arcade on Earth that didn't have Time Crisis.
I never walked into a single arcade that didn't have Time Crisis.
And I played it every time I ever went into one.
Do they have House of the Dead?
Yes. They have House of the Dead 2.
Okay. Do they have DDR?
Yes.
Okay. Motorcycle games?
Yes. They have Extreme Hang On.
Nice. Oh my god, I miss arcades.
I do too. That's the thing. Like, every time I go in there, I'm like, why doesn't this exist anymore? Fuck you, everyone younger than me.
It's home consoles. Killed it.
Yeah.
When
Thanks, Nintendo.
The second home consoles caught up to arcades. The Neo Geo was the death knell. You can play an arcade in your house. You never have to fucking go. Just spend $1,000.
What a sad state of affairs.
I know.
There used to be an arcade in every mall.
Yeah.
On the fucking continent of North America.
Every movie theater.
Mm-hmm. My movie theater does have a tiny little arcade in it that has a Miss Pac-Man machine.
Yeah, I remember the movie theater.
Air hockey and some crane games.
There's a movie theater close to me that used to have a huge arcade machine, and now it's got like a Fruit Ninja machine and then DDR, and that's it. It's really a shadow of its former self.
Yeah, they closed down the actual arcade in the mall.
That sucks. What is it now?
It's like one of those, what do they call them? Primitive stores? Primitives?
They sell rocks
where
and
it's
sticks.
it's just a bunch of fucking wooden shit.
Oh, that's like the opposite of an arcade.
Yeah, it is, actually. It's manual fun.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, we're talking about Kamen Rider Exide.
Yeah, Kamen Rider Exide. This episode, like I said, I didn't hate it as much as I thought. I thought the whole relationship between Burgermon and his creator was kind of cute, I guess. It just didn't feel like an
adorable.
episode. I wasn't sure what I was supposed to...
You know what it felt like?
What?
It felt like a V-Cinema.
Yeah! It feels like a DVD bonus. Yeah.
That's exactly what it feels like.
And yet, here it is as an actual episode. It's like one of those movie promotion episodes, like the Kikaider episode, except it's not about anything. It's just about burger. They don't even mention McDonald's. They're very subtle about it. It's just burgers.
Was it like subliminal? Was that the purpose of it? To make
Maybe.
kids be like, oh, Burgermon, I miss you. I'm going to fucking like eat your children.
There's probably some golden arches in here somewhere.
Maybe.
Weird enough, I watched The Founder this week. I went and saw The Founder, and now I'm watching this McDonald's TV show.
What is that?
It's a movie. It just came out. It's got Michael Keaton in it. It's about the founding of McDonald's.
Oh, they won't release that in America. McDonald's owns the country.
Oh, that's true. It's a pretty good movie.
They've probably released it. I've just never heard of it.
It's out right now.
Well, I don't leave my house, Liam.
That's true. Yeah, I reckon if you liked this week's episode of Kamen Rider, check out The Founder. It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, sure. Michael Keaton's in a giant fucking hamburger costume.
Yeah, and he fights a skateboard man, roller skate man.
Like, Mayor McCheese dies in this episode of Kamen Rider Exide.
I liked that he died. I thought it was a little too...
I bet you
saccharine.
did, Liam.
It was a little too sappy that I hate that they broke the rules and was like, oh yeah, he lived. We won the game and he lived. That just felt too much for me. So I'm glad that they threw a little bitter thing in there. They killed him off anyways. I appreciate that. I kind of would have liked the episode more if it was like Burgermon realized that he had to die to save his friend and he sacrifices himself. That would have been a poignant way to advertise Happy Meal toys.
You know what would have been actually hilarious?
What?
Is if, like, Emu made the burger right and gave the burger to Burgermon, and he did that giant overreaction and then just fucking exploded and died.
That would have been perfect.
But instead he like survives like 4 minutes after that and dies.
I have a hard time critiquing this episode because it's more of a commercial than usual.
I don't really know what I was supposed to get out of this episode.
It accomplished what it set out to do. It made me want to go to Five Guys and get a burger.
It was supposed to make you want to go to McDonald's and get a burger.
McDonald's is not the first place that pops in my head when I want a burger.
No.
Not
Even if I'm thinking about like fast food burgers,
yeah.
It's not the first. Like I said earlier, Wendy's.
I'll go to Wendy's first. Yeah.
And then fucking McDonald's is where I'll go if, like, I don't know, there's nothing else open and I haven't eaten in 12 hours.
It's like 2 in the morning and McDonald's is the only place that stays open that late, yeah.
And I'm still getting chicken nuggets. I'm not fucking getting a burger.
I always get the burger when I go to McDonald's.
Do you?
Double
what a
Big
mistake.
Mac. I know.
The double Big Mac is like 4 feet tall in the commercial, right?
Yeah.
And then you get it and it's the same exact size as a single.
Yeah, because the patties are 1/4 of an inch thick.
It's so fucking compressed.
The patty, they're like a fucking millimeter thick. It doesn't
it's
add
like
anything.
A sheet of paper, colored to look like a burger patty.
Doesn't add any body. We've talked so little about Kamen Rider. It's almost been 20 minutes.
Nothing happens in this episode.
There's not much to say other than, it was okay. It's weird that it was all about burgers. It was a commercial, which sucks. It doesn't advance the story at all.
That sums it up.
It's a filler episode. So,
a lot of characters were in it, I guess.
A lot of characters. It has that Exide thing.
Kiryu wasn't in it, though, again, for
Kiryu's
some reason.
going to be in a movie. He's saving himself for the movie.
I wonder what he's been doing this whole time.
Yeah, I don't know. He just disappeared. Weird. They just wrote him right out.
I get the double meaning.
What the fuck was I saying?
We were talking about burgers.
No, burgers. It's just an episode that there's not a lot to say about. That's all.
There's really nothing that happens in it.
Talk about everything other than Kamen Rider.
Kid and Play is coming to my town.
Nope.
They're gonna put on a concert.
We're not talking about Kid and Play.
I'm
about
going
Meatloaf.
to it. Meatloaf is not coming to my town.
That's a shame. Meatloaf came to my town, and all the tickets sold out in like 20 seconds. So.
Fuck, the same thing happened with Huey Lewis in the News here.
Yeah, Huey came to your town?
Yeah, and it was over before it started. I couldn't even go.
Yeah, it sucks.
I was so excited, but I'm going to this one. It's Naughty by Nature and Kid and Play.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Sick. So you want to do news? We're done talking about Exide this week.
Yeah, there's nothing in this episode. I'm sorry, everybody. We really tried. We came back to this several times.
Burgers, arcade machines, Five Guys, McDonald's, everything except for Exide. But really, what is there to say? It's not a great episode. It's really unremarkable.
Yeah,
it's a weak
we came
spot.
back to it like 5 times. Like 5 guys times.
Like 5 guys times.
It was really difficult.
Two weak episodes in a row. Exide not looking great.
Well, I give it the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, Exide's been good so far. It's a couple rough weeks is no big deal.
So what about that news?
A lot of scams came out with a lot of new forms, and I'm not going to talk about all of them because a lot of them are spoilers. But
and one of them made me vomit.
Kamen Rider Poppy. Poppy's getting a rider form, everyone. She gets the Buggle Driver, and she uses something Crisis. She uses a Gachette to turn into a really ugly-ass looking Kamen Rider that just looks like her as a suit. It's got the dress and the hair and everything, but it's like a rider suit. It's well, if anything, it means she's probably gonna die because she's a female rider now. But
here's the thing.
Okay.
I don't like Poppy. Everybody knows that.
You don't say.
People get mad about it, right? Mm-hmm. If, and this is a big if, if she gets actual characterization that matters in any way, shape, or form, like the other writers do, and she actually matters to the story, I don't think I'd find her as annoying.
Yeah.
So maybe this will be a good move.
Here's what I think.
Here's what's actually going to happen.
Okay.
She's going to become a writer and be a giant joke.
I think, it's going to be one episode. She's going to get it and be like, I'll do it. She'll get her ass kicked. Never happen again. Just like Kamen Rider June from Drive.
Yep.
Gonna happen once, never again. That's what I think.
It's going to be a big, silly joke, and then it's never going to happen again.
Just like Poppy. but unfortunately, she does happen again every time.
Poppy continually happens. That's the problem.
Okay. If you had to live with either Poppy or Onari, who would you pick?
Is there a gun in my home?
Well, you live in the U.S., so yeah.
Well then I think you know the answer to that question.
You shoot Onari?
I would kill myself.
Oh, okay. You could just kill Onari and live alone.
I mean, I guess that's also a good choice.
This kills two birds with one stone, really.
Yeah, this takes care of all of my problems, Liam. How about some more news?
Yeah, okay. So, Zyuohger Returns V Cinema is coming. Zyuohger's dead this week. It's over. But they will return in a V Cinema. That's coming soon.
What happens
in it? That wasn't revealed. Just that it's a V Cinema. It's coming soon.
What happens in it?
I don't know. Hopefully,
just make something up.
So the Zyuohgers find a new monster, a new Death Galleon that's a burger, and they have to use the burger.
Hold up there, Liam.
What?
This sounds a little familiar.
No.
Are they gonna go to a McDonald's and eat cold fries and say they're delicious?
Just gonna. It's delicious, even though it's cold.
You fucking liar.
Godai wouldn't lie.
Jesus.
He loves McDonald's.
Yeah, I'm sure fucking Joe Odagiri loves McDonald's.
I'm sure it's his favorite. So yeah, Zyuohger V Cinema coming soon. The Sentai V Cinemas, the such and such a team returns, have had some pretty cool concepts so far. Like sometimes they're like next generation, or sometimes they fight another Sentai team or something. So that's kind of cool. I hope that's cool.
Yeah, here's hoping we get it.
Here's hoping someone subs it. Fingers crossed. Overtime. Looking at you.
Overtime, huh?
They did Zyuohger, so.
Speaking of subgroups,
okay,
I was quite shocked to learn today, as a matter of fact, that OZC Live, who is going through and subbing Kamen Rider Gaim, the Blu-ray releases, I believe. The Blu-ray release of Heisei vs. Showa came out recently, so they did subs for it. And they included the Rider Club Radio commentary track.
Yeah,
in their release.
Yeah, so you can watch it as an embedded audio file in the video track.
Yeah, they did what we were too lazy to ever do.
I will say that for using our track without our permission, you'll be hearing from our lawyers in 6 to 8 weeks. So expect a phone call.
It's not going to take our lawyers that long to put a case together. We're just real lazy. No, that's really fucking cool, though, man, that anybody likes our shit enough.
Yeah, that's great. Now everybody that watches Heisei vs. Showa and doesn't like it, inevitably, can listen to our commentary track right after and have their feelings echoed right back to them.
Or they can really love it and say, oh, look, there's a commentary track attached. I want to hear what other fans say.
Yeah, let's hear some wide range of opinions.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
They'll hear the same opinion 3 times. Jesus. But that's really cool. If OZC is listening to this podcast, way to go.
Yeah, thanks a lot. We'll link that in the blog post. You can check that out.
Yeah. I don't know what the quality of their subs are, but I'm going to say 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I watched Gaim as it was coming out. I saw the Acer subs, so I haven't seen OZC's yet, but
I'm sure it's great.
My last piece of news, I guess I already said it, but there's a bunch of Ganba Rising cards and Happy Meal toys this week, and that's why it was a burger episode.
Oh, fucking boy.
I wouldn't have put it in if it wasn't for this connection to this week's episode, which is just beautiful, beautiful capitalism.
It's despicable, is what it is.
It's like a really artful 2 boats crashing into each other. And
could you imagine?
What?
If you were watching, like, I don't know, fucking, like... I was gonna name, like, an American cartoon, but then I realized that they're all toy commercials.
Yeah, Transformers, G.I. Joe.
Imagine you were watching Night Court, right? And Judge Dan says, bring in the next defendant, and John Larroquette walks in with a fucking giant-headed... Like, Mayor McCheese walks in. Like, Bull brings Mayor McCheese in. And they swear him in. And at the end, he was like, don't forget to go to McDonald's, when they, like, put him in the electric chair.
It's like I like that you use Night Court, the reference that everyone's sure to understand.
Dude, everyone loves Night Court. Don't pretend.
That's true. Yeah, Night Court's the universal language, they say.
Fucking, I don't know. Night Court has weaseled its way into my life pretty heavily recently. I haven't watched a single episode since I was young.
How fucked up does your life have to be?
I guess. It just keeps coming back to me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I watch fucking Red Letter Media shit. It always has Night Court in it.
That's true. They mentioned Night Court a lot on Red Letter Media.
I used to watch that show when I was younger, and I really liked it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yikes.
You know who was on that show?
Who?
Is Brent Spiner.
Oh, the fucking...
who people might know better as Lieutenant Commander Data
Yeah.
from Star Trek The Next Generation.
Wow. How young was he?
You know what's funny about it? He played a West Virginian.
Really? That's
Yes,
disgusting. How old is he in Night Court?
He was an adult.
Okay.
He was like, I don't know, 30, maybe?
30?
It was like right before he was on Star Trek.
Oh, okay. My timeline was messed up.
Yeah.
Do you think that when Kuga did the McDonald's thing, do you think that was because there was Kuga toys?
Maybe.
Maybe. I could see it.
Maybe it's just because McDonald's is always a sponsor and they were finally like, look, motherfucker.
That could be. You gotta... This is a two-way street here.
Like, if you don't advertise us, we're gonna pull our sweet, sweet Ameribucks.
Here's the thing, though. Kamen Riders are really healthy and fit, so how are you going to reconcile that with telling kids to eat McDonald's while you show them?
Money.
Yeah, that's true.
Yens.
Kota Kazuraba could do a standing backflip. You think that guy eats McDonald's ever?
Sure.
Maybe like once a year?
He'll eat the fucking McDonald's if he wants his paycheck.
Like he's forced to eat it twice a day?
Oh, God. He won't be able to do a standing backflip for long.
Maybe if he exercises real hard to make up for it.
I don't know if there's enough exercise to negate that
Like,
twice a day.
There's no hours in the day to exercise that much.
Alright, that's enough.
That's enough McDonald's talk. Let's move on to Moshi Moshi Faiz.
The Moshi Moshi Faiz. We watched fucking Faiz episode Shit, Dick, and Ass. What did you think?
7, 8, 9. I liked them a lot. I liked them a whole bunch.
This show's terrible.
No, I really enjoyed these 3 episodes. It's
See, my fucking enjoyment had gone up slightly, right? It had ticked up out of like, it was still in the red, but it wasn't in, like, the fucking, like, burn your eyeballs red.
Okay.
It went up a little bit with 4, 5, and 6, and now it's just fucking tanked again.
How? These were really good. These were the best ones, I think, other than the very start, which I enjoyed a lot.
Horse shit.
Yeah, no, okay. It's I love... So you have the Orphanox, who are like a second set of protagonists at this point. Like, they're not even evil.
That's the Orphanox part of the story is the, like, only enjoyment of the story I get, and even that's low.
Wow, you don't like the Orphanox, eh?
They're
a big fan
alright.
of them.
They're alright. The characterization is, like, weird with them. Like, sometimes they act like real people, and then sometimes they act like weird fucking, like, non-people.
It's because they're struggling with losing their humanity.
I guess.
I like that about this
It doesn't
episode.
really come across that well.
You don't come across that well as a human being.
That is what the ladies tell me.
The 2 of the episodes are a 2-parter about Guitar Man, Snake Dude. He was a guitarist, and his hand got run over because he had an evil professor, and he's gonna go get revenge.
What a likely story. What a likely, well-written story.
Shh, okay, you act... This show that you said this week that you liked, that you love Exide, just had a fucking episode about a burger monster because there was McDonald's toys. So don't you tell me about likely.
I believe I never said that I loved fucking burger episode, Liam.
Okay, but you love Exide and you forgave the burger episode.
I like Exide a lot. I'm not going to say I love it.
You forgave the burger episode.
It's not Juoger.
I can forgive a slightly ridiculous plot point in an older Rider show because they always do that shit for drama. And
what if the ridiculous plot point is the whole show?
I guess that would be bad.
But
But that's not the case with Faiz.
Faiz is bad.
You're bad. It's all about him. He's got this last bit of humanity left. He wants to be a master guitarist, but he knows he can never be it. So he sees this guy who finally surpasses him, and he says, "This guy can be my successor." And he throws his guitar out, and that's like the last little bit of his humanity leaving him before he's now I'm a snake man and I'll just fuck whoever I want. I thought that was really
I don't
poignant.
remember him fucking anyone.
As in, fucking him up, killing him.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I didn't know it was that type of show.
No, different. But I thought that was really poignant. A really poignant... You want me to say poignant again? It was a really cool, arc for a villain to have, which is something that not a lot of Rider villains have. And you have this weird turnaround with the attitude where, Yuji, the Horse Orphanok, the main villain, he's like, oh, I'm worried about my friends, and we should use our powers to help people, and this guy seems troubled, and he kills an Orphanok. An Orphanok kills another Orphanok in this episode because he's struggling with how he should use his new powers, and he's regretting killing the people he did in the first few episodes. And then you go back to the protagonist, the hero of the show, who's like, geez, I wish all my friends would shut the fuck up. God, they're so annoying. Hey, you, why don't you make me dinner today? Even though I don't work or do anything for you, why did you make me dinner? God, I'm glad I got rid of that belt so I don't have to be a superhero and help people anymore. It's such a load off my mind. It's just
Here's the thing. I've said this before.
I love it.
I've said this before.
Okay.
Faiz has great concepts.
Yeah.
They just don't... There's no execution. The execution is the problem.
I think
it's not the concept.
execution's been fine so far. Really.
The execution is the problem. There is... I've never been a fan of soap opera drama and characterization, and this is soap opera drama and characterization. It's over dramatic to the nines.
It's over dramatic at times. Like I said, a lot of the guitar stuff is a little over dramatic.
Yes,
I really think Yuji is not that overdone yet. All he's doing is struggling with what he's going to do with his powers.
Yuji is widely considered to be the only, legitimately good character.
He's great.
In this show. I like Yuji. I like what's done with him. I think besides, the first couple episodes with Yuji, I feel like they've done a pretty good job with him.
Yeah, like I said, I hated him at first, but then when I realized what the show was doing with him, I came around to it. But yeah, when he first started, it was so corny that I was like, this sucks. But then I realized it's all this build up because he's a main character, he's a main villain, and I was like, okay, I get it. Just like with the bullied girl, where it's so cliche and it's so grating how ridiculous all the characters act.
All these new episodes are terrible.
You're terrible, you know?
They're really bad and sucky, and I definitely watched them.
Did you skip them?
Yes!
Are you serious?
Yeah, I didn't watch a single one.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I didn't have time. That was my experiment. I was gonna see how long I could get you going with, being an asshole about how bad it was.
You really had me... You were doing a great job.
Maybe I've never watched a single episode of this show.
You know what? Maybe.
You were making it pretty easy with how, you were going over specific plot points and mentioning them.
Yeah, I was trying to give a little rundown for the audience. I didn't know I was giving a rundown for you.
I appreciate you cluing me into what happened.
So now you have 6... Yeah, you have 6 episodes of Faiz to watch this week.
That's a problem,
your punishment.
But, yeah... Life gets in the way, and then you gotta fucking suffer.
This is the level of professionalism you expect from Rider Club Ray. Jeff's like, I just didn't feel like watching the show this week for the sake
I was busy!
Okay! It's an hour to watch 3 episodes.
It's an hour out of my fucking life.
It's an hour out of your week that consists of 160 hours.
160 hours.
160 hours, that's my week.
Look, I'm sorry, Liam. It was either watch Faiz or sleep, and I decided I would rather sleep.
Wow, you missed a good arc.
Also, I've had a fucking stomach virus for a week and a half now.
Okay, I can maybe forgive that then. Maybe you can not watch Faiz.
Yeah, I appreciate you giving me permission.
But you have 6 episodes to watch this week. That's 2 hours. Don't fall behind anymore, or else it'll just pile up.
We'll see.
Okay. I can't fucking believe that.
Oh, the best part is I'm not really sorry.
I know you're not. I know you hate Faiz with every fiber of your being.
It was, like I said, it was actually growing on me. with 4, 5, and 6. So maybe these actually are good episodes.
7, 8, and 9 are better. They're even better, I think.
Yeah, we'll discuss that eventually.
Eventually, you fucking. Okay, so how about next week you give us a really quick rundown what you thought of 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
And then we can move on to 10, 11, 12. Kaiser shows up at the very, he's hinted at the end of 9. So now I'm very excited.
Oh boy.
I want to see what Kaiser gets up to. I've heard he's a real upstanding citizen.
He is. He's the best man.
I've heard
you thought Godai was the best man, but now the real best man shows up.
The nicest guy ever. I hear when he's introduced, he helps a child find his mother and keeps him happy and juggles. Yeah. Great.
That's exactly what happens.
I can't wait.
Sayonara, Faiz.
Sayonara, Faiz. You never said hello to Faiz this week.
No,
you don't get to say sayonara. Piece of shit. I can't believe you.
You can't be mad at me, Liam.
Why not?
I'm too cute.
Nope. Not even close. Yeah, if you're upset at Jeff for skipping Faiz, write in and tell us. Tweet at us. I want to hear your anger. I'm angry.
Yeah, everybody will be mad.
Join up with me.
Everybody will be mad.
Look, there's Faiz fans out there, I'll tell you. There are dozens of us.
There are a good number of Faiz fans, actually. I hear from them every now and then.
There are at least 6 of us out there on the internet.
What I should do is, put a filter in the email to where if anybody says the word Faiz, it goes right into the trash.
Your brain already has that filter, so.
Yep. So what's next? Do we talk about a good show?
Yeah, we're talking about Zyuohger. Well, we just talked about a good show, but yeah, let's talk about Zyuohger now.
Yeah, let's talk about Zyuohger. This was the final episode of Zyuohger, where the world changes fucking irrevocably.
That was really shocking. They beat Genius, and the worlds fused together of Human Land and Zhuland.
And here's the thing, ostensibly, all of the Super Sentai series take place in the same continuity, correct? Gokaiger makes it that way.
Yeah, it's. I think there's a weird multiverse theory about this. Hear me out here.
Really?
I'm about to throw something out. Okay.
You pull out your fucking pegboard. You tell us.
This is metaphysics. So okay, they're separate universes, right? But when they coincide for brief moments, for 2 or 3 hours that it takes to do a movie, they're together and they've always been together. But then they're not.
It's like just a JLA versus Avengers.
Yeah, is that how they do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, there was a sort of multiversal theory when it came to company crossovers, because they would write them for a long time that they just had always existed together.
Oh wow.
In Batman vs. Spawn, there's no, time travel or jumping between dimensions or anything. But, Batman just goes to New York City and meets Spawn.
Yeah, or in Archie meets the Punisher.
Yeah, the Punisher just lives in the fucking Archie-verse.
He just goes to Riverdale. Yeah, I remember that. He kills a guy right in front of Archie. That was a great fucking comic.
Archie was irrevocably changed.
He breaks a guy's neck in front of Archie. It's off panel. You see Archie's horrified face and but he does it. Go read Archie's
favorite comic of all time.
Go read it. But yeah, I think that's how it works, where they just cross over briefly, and then the universes are colliding throughout space, and they just hit each other sometimes.
I was just thinking about that. Wouldn't it be nuts if, in every Super Sentai series from here on, from here until, the end of Super Sentai, there's just, a Juman in the background every now and then?
That'd be great. If, Q Ranger starts up and the alien empire is oppressing Zhuland, and then all the zebras are running away.
All the fucking kids at home would be watching, the 58th Super Sentai, and, just a zebra person walks by, and they're like, what the fuck?
That's interesting, because Toku, the world never changes at the end, or not often does it change at the end of Toei Toku shows, Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. I remember when Drive was there and we were talking about, are there going to be any Roid Mutes left? And I said no, they're going to go back to status quo, because that's how it always is.
And they did.
And they did. So with Zyuohger, I really wasn't expecting them to. I thought it would be we're going back to Zhuland now, goodbye one last time, but maybe we'll see each other again, and that would be the end.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be that, and then it was going to be like a montage of them visiting.
Yeah.
But like each of them visiting the other's world and shit, and like people learning to love humans and whatnot.
But the writers are just like, no, fuck you. They're just together now, which I really liked. They totally.
That was a great ending.
Yeah,
I loved that.
Just for how unexpected it was.
And my favorite part in all of Zyuohger was in this episode.
And what's that?
And it's during the ending credits. You get to see Bard's actor doing the happy fucking da dance.
Yeah. I thought
he's so happy.
I didn't think he was capable of smiling like that unless he was tricking Takumi.
It was such a heartwarming moment. It was really weird, honestly, to see him that happy.
Yeah. Even when he's a good guy, he's not that happy.
No.
I liked, I thought you were going to say, when you said the favorite scene, I thought you were going to say the scene where Misao and Larry give a press conference about what Juland is.
That was great, too.
That was just all the weirdest stuff. One thing I didn't like about this episode, a couple things actually I didn't like about this episode. Yamato's final form looked dumb.
Yes.
I'll throw that right out there.
Yes.
One thing I thought was weird, that didn't rub me the right way, is Yamato finds out with his special eyes that Genis is actually he's a collective of amoebas. He's a bunch of amoebas that just form together into a collective being. Mm-hmm. And Genis is mad. And I would have thought that was really cool if they had done it at episode 40 or 37 or something and like done something with it. But as it stands now, it's just kind of here at the very end and doesn't affect the plot in any way, and he dies right after.
And the thing about it is, it doesn't affect anything that happened before, either. Like, if you go back and watch this series from episode 1, knowing that Genis is a bunch of amoebas means nothing.
There's no point when there's a special thing. And they're already both sides in this episode are already trying to kill each other. Him finding out about the amoebas doesn't change anyone's motivations or anything like that.
Also, like, we don't know what amoebas are.
Yeah, that's another thing. I was like, now that the villain is amoebas, I was curious where they came from and how they formed into one being and what their deal was.
But I guess we'll never know.
It's just this weird thing that raises a billion questions in the last episode, and maybe will never be answered unless the V-Cinema really comes through, but probably not.
Maybe. Fucking, like, Genis... It came to me in this episode, and I thought about it a little bit before, but Genis is like a space sheriff villain.
Yeah, kinda.
He even has, like, the big immovable body for most of the series. But he's, like... He even pulls them into, like, Maku space and fights them for, like, a second. That's when Yamato figures out that he's made out of amoebas.
He pulls them into the Genis dimension, which mysteriously looks exactly like a normal building.
Just with a bunch of styrofoam laying everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
So fucking, like, there's a great moment, right?
Yeah.
Where the Earth heals their Juo cubes, their champion symbols. And it heals Misao's as well. And he says, does that mean the Earth has accepted me? And it's just like a quick little line, and you're like, it does mean the Earth's accepted you. You're not an outsider anymore. You can't think that way now.
I just like that they remembered his character. Even for little throwaway lines like that, they still have that attention to detail, which is great. And that thing, that the whole power of the Earth fixing their cubes, it seems like a bit of an ass pull, but honestly, they talked about the power of the Earth since the start of the show and how it helps them. So I didn't really have a problem with that. It seems like the kind of, in most other Sentai shows, they would just pull that right out. But it wasn't really like that. It's plenty foreshadowed. I was fine with it.
Yeah, I was fine with it as well.
Yeah.
I tell you, and this episode really highlighted a lot of things that I'm gonna miss about Zyuohger.
Like all the characters?
All the characters for sure. But it's like little things. Like, I'm gonna miss, like, them doing, like, the don't mess with this planet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna miss, Misao screaming all the time, angrily.
Yeah, Misao's good.
I'm gonna miss Misao a lot, but I'm gonna miss all the characters a ton.
Really, the whole cast is good. I love what they do with the intro song. How it doesn't cut to an intro, it's just them running towards Genis to kick his ass, and it just starts doing it. That's great. That was fucking perfect.
I love that their transformation sequence this time had them helmetless.
Yeah, all beaten up and battle damage. That looked so cool. It was a very good final episode. Very climactic, crazy ending. I fucking loved it. I'm really glad the show didn't shit the bed at the end, except for that one little amoeba thing.
Yeah, it's fine. I can overlook it. That's the thing is, like, Zyuohger was consistently great.
It really never shit the bed, which is astonishing.
It had some missteps. It had a couple missteps.
Yeah.
And they're called clip shows.
Oh, God, that clip show.
The second clip show was heinous. The first clip show was kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
The, like, game show clip show.
Yeah, that was wrapped in a nice little bow. The second one was not.
No, it was blatant as fuck.
I just like that there's no... Like, you might look at some other Toku shows, like Drive, for example. What I say about Drive is it's got a weak beginning, but it comes into its own in the middle. You don't say that about Zyuohger. It's got a strong beginning, it's got a strong middle, and it's got a strong ending. There's no... Like, it's got some weaker episodes, but there's no parts of the show, there's no segments of the show that are weak, which is really great.
There's so much to love about this series. Just from the ground up. It's like every character was developed into a character you can love. There are certain characters who got a lot more screen time, but I don't feel like anybody was left behind.
Yeah.
And that's really tough to do with that kind of cast.
It is,
I mean, there were certain, like, even the secondary characters, like Larry and Uncle Mario and Bard, got enough development and story that you care about them.
Yeah. I loved Bard.
Yeah, Bard's awesome. I love Larry.
Larry was fantastic.
And Uncle Mario was amazing.
Uncle Mario had his moments. He was great.
There was like a great moment when they're like struggling to fight against Genis and like the music kicks in and they're fighting as hard as they can and it shows Uncle Mario and he's like praying for them.
Yeah.
And that was like a powerful little shot.
I liked it.
Such a good episode. It's over now. I hope Q Ranger's good.
Q Ranger looks pretty cool.
It looks really cool. I'm really excited for it, but I'm worried. It's like we hadn't really learned too much about any of the characters' personalities.
Yeah.
And then the changing of hands of the Sentai Reds, the like Q Ranger Red seemed like a goober.
Yes.
And I was like, oh.
We'll see. Goofy main characters is no...
It can be done right.
New. Yeah.
Yeah, it can be done right, but it can also be done horribly, horribly wrong.
Yep.
So here's hoping.
Here's hoping. I have high hopes for Q Ranger. I like to... I'm going to try and be optimistic about this. God help us.
How about...
some
emails?
Throw the emails at me.
Our first email is from James, who says, "Hey guys, podcast is going great as always."
Thanks. Sorry about the certain flub with Faiz this episode, but...
I'm not. This episode of Exide is a great break from the last few serious ones until Genmu pulls a Christmas episode.
You know what?
That's a great euphemism.
Yeah, it's all weird and crazy and upbeat, and then Genmu murders someone again.
Yeah.
So just watch
Pulling
out.
a Christmas episode.
Don't ever be happy in Exide.
Last week I've been going through rough times, so listening to you guys gives me some comfort right now. Hey, glad to help, man.
That means something to me.
Yeah, I hope things get better for you.
Yeah.
So on to the questions. What do you guys believe are the best movie wars? My personal picks are Forze and O's Megamax, and Drive and Gaim Full Throttle. I'm going to have to agree with that.
Drive and Gaim Full Throttle is definitely up there for me. I thought that one was great.
I did too. Megamax is actually my favorite.
I haven't seen Megamax.
You weren't there for the stream?
You guys did you do a stream?
Yeah, Megamax.
I did not see it. I was not there for it.
That was a while ago.
I must have missed it. Wait, was this a Rider Club radio stream?
Yes.
Oh, no, I totally didn't see that. Weird.
Oh.
No, yeah, fuck it. But I'm gonna go with Drive and Gaim because their characters are intact and they're really funny when they're interacting.
Yeah, I really like their relationship.
When Drive, enjoyable. When Drive first transforms and Gaim looks over and he's like, "Dude, you got a tire on you. Are you okay?" That was really great. It was that weird Death Star trench run at the end. The awful special effects.
It was great, though.
It
I
was-
enjoyed the hell out of that part. But
Yeah.
then, like, you think about the other, like, the single parts of the movie aren't real strong.
Yeah, that's movie wars in general, right?
Yeah.
That's another one that I was gonna bring up was the newest one, Movie Wars Genesis. I appreciate the new structure, where like, oh, it's all a crossover. I really like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a fucking ghost movie, so
Yeah. The drive parts were fun.
yeah. The drive parts were great, actually, when he's like struggling with trying to propose to his girlfriend and shit.
Yeah. There's some, like, real life shit for you that he does that has nothing to do with being a Kamen Rider.
That's the thing I was bitching about last week. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want more of that in Kamen Rider shows. So I don't know. I don't really like Movie Wars movies in general, but then I haven't seen O's and Forze, so.
Second question. What do you guys think are the best solo rider movies? My picks are Ore Tenju, Gaia Memories of Fate, and Surprise Future, due to them not only being really enjoyable, but the fact that they fit into the show's continuity.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. Kamen Rider G4.
That is a great,
That is the
great
best
film.
At least of the ones I've seen, that is number one by a mile. Number one with a bullet.
I'm going to have to go with Gaia Memories of Fate.
I gotta see that. When I watch Double, I'll watch Gaia Memories of Fate. When I get around to Double eventually.
Yeah, Gaia Memories of Fate is great.
Runner up, I'm gonna say Godspeed Love. Not a fantastic movie, but I liked it fine.
I still haven't seen it.
It's pretty good. It's about like it's totally a different take on Kabuto. It's like it would if a much bigger meteor hit and like all the water on Earth is gone and there's like a post-apocalypse
Holy shit.
setting and they gotta it's really weird. It's just a really weird take on the whole setting, but it's a pretty good movie.
That's really strange. I really want to watch this.
It's
now.
interesting, yeah.
Lastly, this one's for Liam. After listening to how much you love G4, I want to know your thoughts on G4X. And if you haven't seen it, look it up.
I have seen G4. I've seen the it's like a fucking figure, G4X. And I like it, but I like G4 a little more. The reason why I like G3X so much is it's a sleek design.
Mm-hmm.
G4X is like an SH figure. It's one of those, or SIC, Hero Saga things. So I'm going to say I like G4 more. I like that suit more.
Have an excellent week, guys, and rest in peace, Burgermon. May you cook burgers for Kyria in the afterlife.
It's okay, he's going to get reborn as a Digi-Egg.
Our next email is from Jake,
Hey.
who says, "Hey guys, I wonder if the opening not playing at the start of the episode is the default for Exide now. I thought it was going to be a one-off thing during the Christmas special, but I think this is the third time it started out like that."
Yeah, it's been doing that like 3 times in a row lately. I keep thinking it's going to be a really serious, important episode, and then it's not every time.
Well, like the episode before this, they play the theme while Exide's getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
I was like, why are they playing that theme right now?
I think maybe, this is a theory, I think maybe they have to play it once per episode or something. Maybe they have a contract with Daichi Miura. But, I don't know. That's why they play it once in this episode.
Is it weird that I love how the bad guys are the ones with better teamwork here compared to the good guys? Genmu and Parad's side-by-side transformation sequence continues to look great.
Plus, they always know where a fight is, and they show up in unison. It's crazy teamwork.
Maybe the belts give them the power to know where fights are.
That's Knockout Fighter. That's that ability.
Questions. Question 1. Favorite scene of a rider's transformation ending, willingly or forced?
Like when they untransform?
Yes.
Okay.
I think Shinosuke's Type Trideron in Surprise Future, where he gets flung back after punching the belt, and the Trideron reassembling in the background, is still pretty cool. I'm going to have to go with that time. Pretty much any time when Go or Chase get the shit beat out of them and change back to normal, and it says "great job."
Oh yeah.
It cracked me up every single time.
Yeah, the belts in Drive were full of personality. I loved them.
What's your answer, sir?
I can't specify, but if you saw it, you know. I like the end of the Melon Bowl. When the loser of the Melon Bowl, when his suit comes off and it breaks and you can see his face through the helmet. I love that shit. And any scene really where the helmet breaks and you can see the face under it, I think that's really cool. And they don't do that enough in Kamen Rider. But
there's some of that in Blade.
But the end of the melon bowl is sick. I like that. I love that effect they do when he flies off into the lake.
With Zyuohger's finish, are your favorite characters still the same from the early parts of the series? Also, is the coolest casual outfit still Yamato's tribal eagle shirt?
Yes.
That is a damn fine shirt.
I want that shirt so bad. It's probably on like some Bandai site for $500.
Probably.
I would kill for a shirt like that.
I think I like Leo's outfit better. It's so fucking wacky and wild and like, I don't know, it's like fucking tribal.
Boisterous is what it is.
Yeah.
My favorite character at the beginning was Tusk, but now it's Bard. So yeah, it did change.
My favorite character at the beginning was Leo, and now it's Leo, so...
Sticks to his guns, that Jeff guy.
I really like Bard as well, though.
Yeah. Leo's a good character.
No, honestly, the best outfit in the series is Bard's.
His
outfit is cool as fuck.
I don't know. I still think Yamato's shirt is better. And his jacket. I love his jacket.
Yeah, it is a really cool... I like his scarf,
He's
too.
very fashionable.
Thanks. Looking forward to the next episode as always, and here's hoping Q Ranger will be as great as Zyuohger.
Fingers crossed. Knock on wood.
P.S. What do you guys think the odds are of Parrot being the one to take down Dastardly Dan instead of Emu?
That's it. Well, they disagree on a lot of shit. If it happens, I think it's because Dan's going to be fed up, and he's going to say, fuck this, I'm going to kill Emu, and Parrot's like, no, he's got a super powerful bugster in him, and they're going to fight, and he's going to kill him. That's how I think it would go down, if it went down.
See, the way I think it's going to go down is Dan's going to keep killing bugsters and saying they don't matter, all that matters is his game or whatever, and Parrot's going to be like, you know what, I'm fucking tired of you killing my people, I'm going to fucking kill you.
I don't know, Parrot killed Commander Gun Guy last episode because he was bothering him. I don't know if he cares so much about bugsters.
Well, then why did he get mad about the bugster getting killed this time?
Because he was an innocent man.
Parrot doesn't give a shit about that, does he? That'd be weird.
Is Parrot a bugster? We still don't know.
I guess that's... He has bugster powers, though. He has the same effects when he does shit as, like, the bugsters do.
That's true. He might just have the super game illness.
Maybe. Maybe he's just like another Emu.
Maybe he's a progenitor, yeah.
Maybe he's a part of Emu.
Maybe he's Emu's long-lost twin.
Maybe he got fucking beat in the face a lot, and that's why he looks that way.
He looks like I said before, he looks like if Chase fell down the stairs.
Our next question is from Hotshot, who says, hey guys, so this question is mostly for Jeff.
Oh.
Would you be willing to pick up Kiva again after dealing with Ghost? I'd eventually love to see a Kiva spoiler cast. Keep up doing the good work. Oh, maybe.
I mean, once you've been through a fucking Vietnamese POW camp, is getting kicked in the balls really that bad? is the question here.
At least I could choose not to watch it for a while if I wanted to. That's a great power to have.
You can take a few weeks to recover mentally.
Apparently, I didn't really have that power with Faiz, it turns out. Because Liam's going to kill me when this podcast recording session is over.
If you're not caught up next week, you're fucking fired.
It's a good thing you're not the boss.
I think
I'll tell the great leader on you.
You better not. You, the one that broke the rules.
Look, great leader likes me better.
No, he doesn't. He told me that he likes me more. I
have an extra set of fucking rib bones on my costume. He obviously likes me more.
I own more Nazi paraphernalia, so he must be... I'm more loyal.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, I'll edit that out so they don't know how much swastikas are in my apartment and shit.
That's good.
That'd be really embarrassing if people found out.
We really don't need people to know that you're like a horrible neo-Nazi monster.
Yeah, times are really touchy. Yeah.
Yeah, people definitely don't like Nazis now.
Also, don't tell them that I can transform into a starfish Hitler. That's a really... It's a really deep secret I don't want anyone to know.
It's a little strange that you turned from normal guy into Starfish Hitler.
Yeah, a little bit.
Our next email is from Adam, who says, thanks a fucking lot, you guys. You asked for a female writer and John Toei heard and decided to fuck with you. But my question doesn't have to do with that. It's, what is your favorite rider with an unconventional weapon like a bow or boxing gloves? Pretty much anything that isn't a gun or a sword. Adam. P.S. This is Poppy Peepo fucked up, spelled with a P-H.
Poppy Peepo... okay. Favorite rider with an unconventional weapon, i.e. not a gun or a sword.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna have to go with Knuckle for his big boxing gloves
Oh,
with
that's
giant
a
Hulk
really good one.
hands.
That's a really good one. Oh,
What do you got? Your favorite from Gaim doesn't have a sword or a gun.
That's true, he's got a little hammer.
He got a teeny tiny hammer.
Yeah, him or maybe... Does Knight's Lance count as not a sword?
He uses it as a sword, though.
And the card calls it a sword. Yeah, I'm gonna say Ornak with his Ornak Bammer.
His Bammer.
Acer got really...
Ornak.
That was the actual translation they used, was Ornak Bammer.
Holy shit.
I remember the Japanese name was Donkachi for the hammer. I don't know how you'd accurately translate that, but they called it the Ornak Bammer, which sounds sufficiently silly. I don't know why so many people got upset over Ornak. It's supposed to sound stupid.
Ornak cracks me up.
It's supposed to crack you up a little bit.
Well, it's like you walk a fucking thin line with that stuff. You can either call it Dongery.
That's Gridon was his name. Which is like Dongery backwards,
yeah. You can either call it Gridon, which you have to have a translator's note to explain the joke, or you can not have the joke at all, and he's reacting in a way that you have no fucking clue why he's reacting that way. Yeah, or you can change it. Yeah. Those are your choices.
Ornak works because it's the same pun. It's acorn, Ornak. And you don't have to explain it, and it just moves. It sounds silly, just like Gridon does to Japanese people. It's a good translation.
I feel like most people would rather it just not be explained.
Yeah, as long as you don't have to stop and explain it.
Yeah.
Translators' notes are annoying.
If like people would like it to not be explained and also not be changed. But that's really difficult for someone who doesn't know what the Japanese words mean.
That's having your cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
Just can't be done.
You can only buy cake. You can't eat it.
Well, no, you can... I mean, you can't keep it. You can eat it, or you can have it to look at. But you can't do both.
That phrase would make a lot more sense if it's like eating your cake and keeping it, too.
You know, having it is the same thing. Like, once you eat it, you don't have it. It's already gone.
Well, that's true, but people use have as like a synonym for eat as well. Like, I'm having a slice of cake.
You know what, Jeff? You're right. You make a good point. It's maybe not the best term, but you know what? It's what we have.
Every now and then I make a good point between really, really pissing you off.
Just the anger, it's all flowed out of me tonight. I don't have any more left. I'll concede. It was a good point you make about cakes.
At least at the end of this episode we could shake hands and go our separate ways.
Well, I'll have to put a glove on before I shake your hand, but yeah.
Well, just like everybody else I've ever met. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We appreciate you listening, and we'll see you next week.
We have an email. That's riderclubradio@gmail.com.
And we have a Twitter that's @riderclubradio. No caps, no spaces, no numbers, no frivolous bullshit.
We're very easy to find if you have beef with us and you want to take it to the courts or something.
If you want to call me a giant asshole for the fun prank I played on your friend Liam,
it's never been easier.
You could send us a tweet and say, "Hey Jeff, you're a piece of shit."
And one last...
You wouldn't be the first person.
One last shout out. Thank you, OCZ Live. We're very flattered.
Yeah,
jokes
we really
aside,
appreciate
I thought it was cool.
You guys are really cool. And we hope that if you do any other thing that we've done a commentary for, you can put it in there too. That'd be cool.
Yeah. We'll stay in touch.
Alright, we will see you guys next week.
Good night.
See ya.